19th Jan 2022 current affairs. First one is Silver Line project is anti-developmental project. So any developmental project has the negative and the positive impacts. So we have to know about the environment versus development. And it may be the threats to the Kerala's ecological security. Because of the Silver Line project, may in future Kerala's ecological security will be affected. And what is the Silver Line project? Silver Line project is a semi-high speed railway corridor which is inaugurated by the Kerala government. Okay, so first southern end and southern end, it means state capital Thiruvananthapuram to northern and Kasargoda. Present trains have the time limit 12 hours from Thiruvananthapuram to Kasargoda. But because of the Silver Line project, the time limit from 12 hours to 4 hours. It decreased from 12 hours to 4 hours. So, and the speed is 200 kilometers per hour. Actually, present trains 45 kilometers per hour only they can travel. And what are benefits? Benefits of this Silver Line project is they may be decrease the road traffic and improvement of air quality compared to the road traffic, and reduction in greenhouse gases, and noise pollution also will be increased compared to the road traffic, and a minimum land required as compared to the national highways land. And maybe this will be in a tourism attraction, and because of the Silver Line project, job opportunities will be increased. Okay, and what is the need for creating this Silver Line project, semi high speed railway? Because so existing railway system in Kerala can't be reached in future demands, and present railways in the Kerala speed only 45 kilometers per hour only, and there were so many curves because of the Western Ghats, and decrease the traffic and decrease the accidents. These are the needs of the project of a Silver Line project. Okay, and one of the biggest it is the one of the biggest infrastructure enterprises in India, and with 529.45 kilometers long, with 11 districts and through 11 stations, right? And this project executed by the Kerala Railway Development Corporation Limited, and this is a joint venture between Kerala government and Union Ministry of Railways. So KRDCL is a joint venture between Kerala government and Union Ministry of Railways. And what are issues behind this Silver Line projects are actually the target deadline is 2025. Silver Line projects target is 2025, but critics are saying this is not realistic target, and 529.45 kilometers land is required for this Silver Line project, so it is very challengeable for the land acquisition in a highly densely populated state like Kerala. Okay, and this is especially from private people. Land acquisition from private people is very challengeable thing in this issue, and there may be opposition by environmentalists and who are supported for the ecology environment, and maybe this Silver Line project will be affect the state's rivers, paddy fields, and forest areas, and there may be a threat to the wetlands, and in future it is the cause to the leading floods also, and there will be a landslides because of the Silver Line project. Okay, and critics feel that the massive cost will push the state into debt also. Okay, these are the issues behind this Silver Line project. And presently India is facing inflation. What is inflation? The rising prices of the goods and services in the market is called inflation. Okay, so Feb 1st, we are going to see our new budget. This is very challengeable issue in this year because our economy is slow downing, and we have WPI, CPI, wholesale price index, consumer price index. Okay, and inflation rate. We are going to see the inflation rates in November. 4.9% high inflation, and December month 5.6 inflation high. Okay, 1.4% is the growth of the inflation in our country. And state wise, Tamil Nadu and Haryana have the high inflation rates. Haryana has a 6 percentage, and Tamil Nadu has a 6.6 percentage, but some states have the limit 5.6 percentage. Okay, and compared to the rural and urban areas have the 5.8 percentage inflation, and rural areas 5.36 percentage. So the highest inflation rates on the food items and beverages, and clothes, and footwear also. Okay, and the new slab rates were changed by the government, GST slab rates on textiles, so this will not continue in this year, and this was postponed. See this, no one died of hunger in recent times. This statement was given by the central government of India. So the Supreme Court questioned the union government about the hunger deaths in India. So the union government told the Supreme Court no one died of starvation across country even during pandemic situations also, and details were given. So in India there were so many comprehensive policies by central and state governments even pandemic time also. This statement this statement was given by the Ministry of Consumer Affairs. And even pandemic situations also in India, there is no person died of starvations. Okay, and this question was asked by the court on the basis of the 2015 health survey and a newspaper article. So the central government given a statement no one died of hunger in recent times by the central ministry. And the fourth topic is Tablex Selection Fair. What is Tablex Selection Fair is? So during the Republic Day parade, there was a representation from all states with with their art, culture, whatever it may be they want, they can do, and they can given the performance in the state national capital of India during the Republic Day celebrations. Okay, so the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh conveyed to CMs of all states because of a tablet selection fail. So this is a well established system for the selection of tablets for the Republic Day parade in the national capital. So different states are going to present their art, culture, um, folk dance, some other things in the Republic Day celebrations. So this is all the work given the all work belongs to the Defense Ministry. So Defense Ministry is only the responsible for this work. Defense Ministry invites proposals from all states, union territories, union ministers, and some central departments. Important central departments. 2021 RDP Republic Day Parade has 29 proposals from all the states and UTs. So every year from September it will start. It will start for the Republic Day celebrations, tablet selection fair, and Defense Ministry is responsible, and he invites every states, UTs, and some central government departments, and few constitutional authorities also. And I want to give some details about this tablet selection fair, and first from September towards this tablet selection fair was started, and second week of October shortlisting was started. And the selection process is a very time consuming process, and this is very elaborate process. And a defense ministry constitutes a expert committee. He appointed one expert committee, and the members of the expert committee may be from persons from the art, culture, painting, sculpture, music, architecture, choreography. So many things persons have belonged to some um, arts cultures, and they were the members of the expert committee, and they were helping shortlisting the tablex form from all the proposals from states, UTs and central government. Okay, first first one is first submitted this sketch or designs of the proposals are scrutinized by this committee, and they will say about some modifications, and they will suggest some modifications which are going in the sketch or designs to the proposals. Okay, and the sketch or designs must and should be simple, and it should be colorful and easy to comprehend, and avoid unnecessary details in the sketch or design, and it not no and it no need any written elaboration in this sketch or design, and it should be a self explanatory. Okay, it means very simple, but it explores a very great theme. And if traditional dance is going, maybe some proposal which are come with the traditional dance, it must be a folk dance, and the costumes and musical instruments are very traditional in this folk dance, and it should be a video clipping of the dance once approved. These all once approved, and the second stage is the participants examined by expert committee, three dimensional. It means the participants all will come and examined by the expert committee. So visual appeal, what is visual appeal, and they are going to select, again they are going to shortlist those people, second stage also. And what is idea, and what is theme, and what is music around the proposal, and final selection was going, and eliminating and shortlisting the proposals around 6 rounds. So 6 rounds are going to eliminate and shortlisting the waste and some unnecessary proposals, and the participants have the one tablex form only, and same participants should not give representation from two or other tablex. There have only one tablex representation only. Next is INS Ranveer. INS Ranveer is a warship, and this exploded, and three Navy persons were killed and 11 persons were injured because of the explosion of INS Ranveer. So the INS Ranveer was commissioned in 1986, 28th October. We have to know when it was commissioned. So commissioned in 1986, 28th October. And this was the fourth of the five Rajput class destroyers built for the Indian Navy. Okay, this is the fourth INS Ranveer. So recently, Indonesia changed their capital because of the increasing sea level. And recently, the parliament passed a law approving the further reallocation of its capital 2000 kilometers away on jungle clad Borneo Island because of the increasing sea level. The new capital called Nusantara. And the Jakarta is a old capital, and it is sinking slowly because of the floods by the climate change. Okay, okay. Jakarta has a 30 million people, and it's very metro area, and in Jakarta there is so many infrastructures and constructions of the industries. Why reallocation? So Jakarta capital built on a marsh area. Marsh area means few meters below the sea level. It is all and it also below the sea level. Jakarta capital was built on this marsh area only. It is slowly submerged in the sea. Okay, because of the climate change, the water levels are increasing, and the Jakarta capital is slowly sinking. So Jakarta is the fastest sinking city in the world, one of the fastest sinking city in the world. Okay, that's why they are changing their capital from Jakarta to Nusantara. Present Sri Lanka has a shortage of various essential commodities, and it is facing inflation, too much prices of the commodities, goods and services. So India supported to Sri Lanka for the financial assistance, and 900 US million dollars loan was given to the Sri Lanka by the Indian government, and RBI also will support for the Sri Lanka's shortage. Okay, and the next one is Paytm Payment Bank is the India's largest and fastest growing UPI beneficiary bank. What is UPI? UPI is a multiple bank accounts in a single mobile application. Okay, so rapid transactions in the Paytm Payment Bank. Okay, the chairman was Shri Vijay Shekhar Sharma, and the headquarters was in Noida, Uttar Pradesh. Totally 926 million UPI transactions in single month in Paytm Payment Bank. That's why this is the India's largest and fastest growing UPI beneficiary bank. Okay. Next, ninth one is Power Grid of Indian organization, which is collaborated with the Africa 50. Africa 50 is a infrastructure investment platform in Africa to establish Africa's Kenya's transmission project. Okay, this Power Grid of Indian organization collaborated with Africa 50 to establish Kenya's transmission project in Western Kenya. So these two platforms were collaborated for the power supply power to the Western Kenya. This is the project was going, and this is the first public and private partnership in Africa. So the power grid's headquarters is in Gurgaon, Haryana. And recently, Indify collaborated with the Google Pay for providing loans to small business. Okay, Indify's headquarters is in Gurgaon, Haryana. And 16th Jan, National Startup Day. Okay, and Odisha is collaborated with the United Nations World Food Program to strengthen the food security of small and marginal farmers. So in this program, they are giving some programs for the farmers, and they are giving some key points for the farming and how to get the farming benefits. These are will be helpful to the farmers by the Odisha and UN World Food Program. 17th Jan 2022, the CEO of Britannia Industries Limited was Amit Doshi. Okay, so Britannia Industries is India's one of the great industries. Okay, so BOB Financial plus Snapdeal collaborated, and they are providing Grow branded, and this is contactless RuPay credit cards for online buyers. Okay, March 2022 it will be in effective position. Okay, as asset management is renamed with White Oak Capital Asset Management. And MD and CEO of Jammu and Kashmir Bank is Baldev Prakash. Recently, RBI released one report about the ombudsman's complaints under the ombudsman scheme. Ombudsman scheme is a banking quasi judiciary authority. So, and Northern Zone received maximum complaints under this ombudsman scheme with percentage 43.1 percentage of 22.27 percentage. 22.27% is the total percentage, and Northern Zone has a 43.1 percentage, especially from Chandigarh, Kanpur, Delhi, and least share of complaints from Eastern Zone. So complaints relating to the services which are given by the banks, and especially north zone has a 43.1 percentage of complaints which are related to the ATM cards, credit card members, and debit cards, mobile banking. So these four issues are relating to the complaints which are under the ombudsman schemes. Recently, National Commission for Women received 31,000 complaints, and 30% of these complaints increasing from 2020, and half of the complaints from the Uttar Pradesh. And the main things of these complaints are first one is dignity and emotional abuse of women, and the next one is domestic violence and dowry violence are the reasons for these complaints of 31,000. Okay.